Very good afternoon, guys. I, Dr. Rahul Mishra, again welcome you all in my YouTube channel. Thank you once again for liking, subscribing, and sharing my channel, my videos. And if you found my videos useful, then definitely do the same and ask your friends also to do so that they also can get benefited by my videos. So now I have already explained you the orthographic projection of simple blocks. Now, as I said that for converting the three-dimensional figure into two-dimensional figure, that is called as orthographic projection. But when you have been given with a two-dimensional figure and you have to draw the three-dimensional figure, then it is called isometric projection. But here, as I have given the heading isometric projection, you can see here I have given isometric projection. But in the drawing I have written isometric view. Why so? Because I have already please go to my YouTube channel and please watch the previous videos which I have prepared on isometric projection. Okay, I have already explained there that the difference between isometric view and isometric projection. Isometric view is nothing but a isometric drawing, simple drawing. The dimension which you are taking are similar to the dimensions given. Means if it is given 8 here, you are drawing 8 here. Okay, so likewise means you are just replicating the original dimension. But when you are replicating the dimension that is of isometric length, these dimensions are of true length. But what is isometric length? It is slightly less than the true length. Okay, how you can draw isometric length, how you can get isometric length, all thing I have explained in my previous videos. It's my humble request to you all, please go there and see those videos first, then come to see these videos. Okay, then you can watch these videos, but first watch the previous videos. So that's why if you take the isometric length, then it is called as isometric projection. But here we are taking the true length, that's why I have given the name isometric view. Okay, so no need of taking the isometric lens over here. Now proceeding further, here the two-dimensional figure is given to you. Okay, this is the front view and this is the top view. By seeing this two views, you have to draw this view, this three-dimensional view. Okay, so what is the isometric axis? I have already explained that if this and this, all these three axes are called isometric axis. These all are having angle of 120 degree between each other. So these are called as isometric axis, these three lines. Okay, these three axes. So if you draw a horizontal line here, you will find that this particular angle is 30 degree. Similarly, this particular angle is also 30 degree. So it means what we can see from here, if I draw a baseline here, a 30 degree line here, a 90 degree line here. So it means that in isometric projection, you have to draw the things only three lines you can draw. This line, 30 degree inclined line, this 30 degree inclined line, and this 90 degree vertical line. You have to draw all lines parallel to these lines only. No other line should be drawn. Okay, in isometric projection, you have to draw only these three lines parallel to these three lines. Okay. So now coming to this question, I think this basic is clear. Okay, so now coming forward to this question, what is given here? See, this front view and top view is given to you. So this front view is total length of 56, height of 20, and here there is 8. A base is created of 8 mm, and then you are giving a height of 20, 16 here, 16 here. Okay, then this is the dotted line. This is the top view which is given here of 32 and 56. This 16 mm block is shown in the top view like this with a height of 8 mm. This height is 8 mm. Okay, and this length is 16, already visible in the front view. Similarly, in this block is seen here in the top view, 8 by 16. Okay, and this dotted line, it means in front view it is not visible, it is just like a hole, a rectangular hole. The rectangle is given over here. From base it is 10, and while you reach a height of 10, then you create a rectangle of 12 by 16 mm. Okay, this is 12 by 16 mm, and this is not seen in the front view. That's why we have drawn here dotted line. If there is a rectangle in the top view and in front view it is seen like this, it means it is a hole. Here it is a hole which is not visible to you, but in the top view it is seen rectangle, means it is nothing but a rectangular hole. Okay, it is nothing but a rectangular hole. So by seeing this figure, you have to draw the three-dimensional figure. Now let us see what we can do. So now first of all, we have to create a horizontal line. Take a 30 degree inclined line here, take a 30 degree inclined line here. Okay, now you can draw the base. Base means the top view. From top you can see the base. So the base is of 56 by 32. The dimension is clearly seen. This is 56, this is 32. And let us visualize that. Let us assume that we are looking from this particular side, means the front view is here. So the base is the side of front view is 56. So we are drawing 56 here and we are drawing 32 here. Okay, now draw a parallel line of 56 from here, a parallel line of 32 from here. I think this is clear. Now see the in the front view it is clearly seen that there is a foot of 8 mm length. Okay, so just nothing to do. You have take 8 mm from here, 8 mm from here, 8 mm from here, 8 mm from here, and just join all these lines. So you will see this rectangle. I think I am clear. Okay, you have drawn this rectangle. From here, from this rectangle, this is the top portion of the rectangle which will be visible. Okay, this is the top portion of the rectangle. You have to draw all the diagrams here only. So what will you do now? Just take from here 16 mm height is visible, length is visible. So from here draw 16 mm. Okay, again from here also draw 16 mm. I am rubbing this. Okay, now from this point draw 16 mm and height of 8 mm. Similarly here 16 by 8 mm. These two blocks, this block and this block you have drawn here and here. Okay, now this center block of 12 by 16 and 10 mm depth. So just take and 20 mm from here. So you can just take 20 mm from this portion. You have drawn 20. From here take 16. Once you get 16, draw 12. So this rectangle will be clear to you. So you have drawn the top view. Once you have drawn the top view, now see the front view. This block has a height of 16. Just make 16 from each end and join this. You will get this. Similarly from each corner draw a height of 16 mm and join this. You will get this block. Okay, now see here this rectangular hole of 8 mm. So from each corner draw 8 mm depth and join this. You will get this. Now I think this diagram is clear. Just you have to darken the things which is visible. So if you are looking from here, then definitely this portion, see here it is given dotted line, means this portion will be not visible to you. That's why I have not drawn. And here it is dark line, that's why I have drawn here this dark line. Okay, this is a hole, so all these things will be not seen to you. You just draw this and take a depth up to this. Okay, so this is looking like a rectangular hole from the top, and darken these things which will be visible to you. So this is as simple as that. Very simple isometric projection. Just darken the things which will be visible to you and leave the rest. This will show that you have not copied the things, you have drawn by yourself. That's why I have, see, if I will zoom it, you will see all the lines I kept. I have not rubbed it. Only the thing I have darkened the things which will be visible to us. That's it. So this is called as isometric projection or isometric drawing. Okay. Similarly, if you see this diagram, this is the front view and this is the front view and this is the top view. This is front view, this is top view. Both the things will be visible to you. Now again you have to create a block. Okay, you have to create a block of for top view it is 75 by 100. So since here the place is very less for me, so I have taken a scale of 1:2. Means I have reduced the dimension by half. Means where 48 I have drawn 24, where 75 I have drawn 37.5, where 100 I have drawn 50, where 36 I have drawn 18, where 25 I have drawn 12.5, where 16 I have drawn 8, likewise. Okay, so I have reduced the dimension to 50%. That's why I have mentioned here scale 1:2, because I am not having enough space over here. If you have space with you, you can draw with original dimensions. If you are also having the problem of space, you can also do so. It is perfectly correct. Okay, it is perfect drawing. So now again you see that for drawing the top view you have to create a base. Okay, what will be the base? 75 by 100. This is 75, this is 100. So for, if I again assume that I will be looking from here, then I have to draw 75 here. So that's why I have drawn 75 here and 100 here. Now I have drawn a parallel line to it, likewise, and the height of 48. So for from each point I have drawn a height of 48. I am getting the whole block. Now for front view, you see this is the zigzag part, 25 and 16, 25 and 16. Likewise I have done here. This is drawn, and since in the top you see this part, likewise from top it is 36 depth. That's why I have taken 36 from here and produce it, and this length is of 25. So from here 25 is there. Now see what I am saying. For top view, you taken this 36, and from here 25 you already get. Project this, project this line parallel to this line, project this line parallel to this line. Okay. Now just you have to create a staircase, nothing else. So what is the height over here? This is 16, you have already drawn, and the length is 100 minus 36. Okay, you just do 100 minus 36 means what will be 30 means 70, 64. So from here draw 64, from here draw 64, from here draw 64, and produce it parallel likewise. You will get this diagram. Now just you have to darken the things, nothing else. Okay, it is very simple question. Now moving forward to this question, again see this is the front view and this is the top view. It is given to you. Okay, these light lines we need not to draw. Okay, these are just the projection lines. The things which I have drawn, which I have darkened, you have to draw only that much. Okay, so this diagram is given to you. Again you have to draw it in your sheet, then you have to draw this. Again you just see in top view it is 75 by 50. That's why I have taken here 75 and here 50. Drawn this. Now see here it is a gap, that's why I have taken a gap in the top view, 25, 25. Okay, see here the base is of 12. So just first create a base, 12, 12, 12 and 12. Join all the diagrams, all the lines. So you will get this box. Now you have to draw this top view. So you have just drawn this top view, taken a depth of 12. It is 12. Okay, dimension is given. So I have projected this. Now this diagram, from top it is 25. That's why I have taken from top this 25. Again here what is the dimension? 20. See, it is given in the top, it is 20, and from here also it is 20 given in the front view. So just take 20 from here, you will get a depth of 25, project it. Again take 20 from here, you will get this line. So likewise you have drawn this. Now you have drawn the top view. Now what you see that in front view, this top view which you are getting here, this is here likewise with a height of 25. So nothing to do, this block is having a height of 25 in the front view. So just project 25 in this block and join this. You will get this block, and see this block, it is in the front view looking like an inclined line. So just you join this inclined line, you will get this whole diagram. Now once you have completed the diagram, just darken the things which will be visible to you. I have already drawn here, you can see here. See the diagram, only the things which I have darkened, you have to dark this, rest all keep likewise. Okay, you need not to rub those part. So this is clear. And similarly this first and in this question, this question, first you go my previous videos of isometric projection and watch how can I draw a circle in isometric. The circle in isometric view will looks like an ellipse. So how can we draw the ellipse in a horizontal plane and how can we draw the ellipse in a vertical plane? I have explained there. First you go and watch those videos. Okay, I will be explaining here also, don't worry, but you go there and watch, then this will be more enthusiastic for you. This will be a fun watching these videos. Okay, so first go and watch my previous videos of isometric projection if you have not done so, and if you have done so, it is very good. So now here again the front view, and this is the front view and this is the top view, it is given. So you have to draw this diagram. Now while creating here in the top view, you have to create a base of 80 by 40. So I have done so. See, this is 80, this is the front view from where watching. So this is 80, this is 40 of 30-degree inclined line I have drawn. And once I have drawn this block, okay, this block, this is done. Now I am seeing that this is having a base of 10 mm height. So from each corner put a height of 10 mm, then you will get this upper block also. Okay, now this block is clear. Now when you have drawn this block, just what we do, see this diagram. Okay, here from base it is 10 mm and this is 40, means from top this is 30, and this dimension is given in the top, in the front view, this 10, 25 and 10. So from this corner just put 10, 25 and 10, and once you have drawn this, join this. Okay, you have drawn this complete, you have done. Okay, this complete you have done. This is the top view. From here take 15, from here take 15, project this line, you will get the center. Okay, now in this center you have to draw this isometric circle. Isometric circle is nothing but an ellipse. So we will do it later on. First complete the rest of the diagram. Now from this top there is 10 mm line, from this top there is 10 mm line, you have drawn this. Okay, up till completed this much you have completed. Now what you see that this block is having a height of 25. See here 25 height is given. So all these are of 25. Okay, so from all these points just put a height of 25 from all these points, and join this. You will get this block completed. Okay, now once you have completed this, this is inclined, joined here, so just join here and join here, from here to here. So likewise you have completed this. Now one thing, you have to draw this half semicircle part and this circle part. Okay, so now what to do, let us see. I am zooming it. By seeing this circle, first of all see this circle. This circle is having a diameter of 10 mm, means from center here 5 5, here 5 5, isn't it? Now see, I am zooming this. How we can draw this? See, this center I got already. From this center, as I have already said in isometric, you have to draw all the lines parallel to 30, 30 and 90, isn't it? So from this point, draw a line parallel to this line. Here 5, here 5. Similarly, parallel to this line, from this center 5, 5. You have drawn this. Now parallel to this line, draw this line. Again this line. Parallel to this line, draw this line, this line. You will be getting your rhombus or parallelogram, whatever you want to say. Now see, where is the smaller diagonal? This and this is the smaller diagonal. From this point, join the opposite point here. From this point, join the opposite point here. Similarly, from this point, join the opposite point here. From this point, join the opposite point here. Both these lines will intersect here, and both these lines will intersect here. So these are the two center and these are the two center. That's why this method is known as 4 center method. This is not so accurate, but you will get the ellipse a bit accurate. It is worthy to draw here. Okay, so from taking this point as the center and this much as the radius, draw an arc here. Similarly, take this as center and this much as radius, draw an arc here. Take this as center and this much as radius, draw an arc here. Take this as center and this much as radius, draw an arc here. So you will get this ellipse. Okay, I think I am clear. I am able to make the things clear. So by this method you can draw ellipse. So now this is the isometric projection of ellipse which we have drawn. Okay, clear? Now here see, there is a hole here, because this is a circular hole, depth of 10 mm. Okay, depth of 10, because in the front view it is not visible, that's why it is given dotted line. By dotted line, in the front view it is not visible, or you can show likewise. Just a minute. Okay, so you can show this dotted line here also. I have not shown though, but you can show. If you want, you show this axis first. Now if project this, draw the dotted line here, draw the dotted line here. This is also correct. Okay, no problem. But I have not drawn, because since it is dotted, that's why I have not shown here. Okay, now see, this is a semicircle. In this portion you have to draw. Okay, you have to draw this semicircle in this portion, means in this portion. It is of 25 radius, means center is at a distance of 12.5, at a distance of 12.5, isn't it? Now I am zooming it. Okay, so I am clear that the radius is of 25. Now let us zoom it. How to draw this? See, I have drawn here also, very simple. Take this point and this point, join this, take the center at 12.5. Once you have drawn the center, what you will do, take a depth of 12.5, take a height of 12.5, since circle, so this line and this line dimension will be same. So here also 12.5 means 25, this is also 25, complete. From this line, draw a parallel line from here, parallel line from here, draw a line parallel to this from here, you will be done with your rhombus. Now this is a vertical ellipse. How to draw an ellipse in a vertical plane? Again, this is the smaller diagonal. From this diagonal, join this point. From this diagonal, join this point. Again from this point, join this diagonal. Both this diagonal will intersect here. Taking this as center and this much as radius, draw an arc here. Taking this as center, this much as radius, draw an arc here. Taking this as center and this much as radius, draw an arc here. Taking this as center and this much as radius, draw an arc here. You will be getting your ellipse. But we want only this much portion, that's why I have darkened only this much. Rest I have left. Okay, I have left with a light line. Need not to rub those lines. Okay, now let us see. I have drawn this similar kind of semicircle or ellipse will be here also. Okay, will be here also. Likewise, if you draw this block, you will be getting an ellipse here also. like this, but all these things will not be visible, only this much portion is visible. So no need to do that much of step. Very easy. I am telling you, just take few points. I am zooming, let me zoom it first. Just take few points in this point, in this curve, this point, this point, this point, and we know that, again I have to reduce its size, and we know that how much height it is having, 30, isn't it? This from bottom it is 10, the total height is 40, so 40 minus 10 is 30. So this is of 30, means we have to project it up to 30 mm. Okay, now I am again zooming it. So now from this, these are all these points I have taken. From all this point project a distance of if you project it from 30 from here, it will be here only. This length is 30, I have already drawn. From here also draw 30, you will get this point. From here also draw 30, you will get this point. From here also draw 30, you will get this point. From here also draw 30, you will get this point. Okay, all these lines you have drawn parallel to these lines, 30-degree inclined lines, you have drawn all these lines parallel. You will get these points, join these points freehand parallel to this curve. Parallel to this curve, join these points freehand. So you will get this portion also. Very simple. Now you have drawn. Now only the stuff which is left with is to darken the things. Just dark all the things which will be visible to you. Now your figure is over. Okay. Now these are all the questions of isometric projection. Now I think I am clear to explain how you have to draw. Practice all the questions of ND-Bhatt. I have drawn all these questions. Similar type of questions are given in ND-Bhatt. Go and practice those questions, and if you are having any doubt, please write me personally. I will try to resolve your doubts. Okay, I will try to resolve your problems. So guys, thank you once again for watching my videos. Study hard, stay home, stay safe. God bless you all guys. Bye bye.